Hey folks, Rob here. We're going to carry on now with part 4 of Slaughter of Ponyri. This is the 12th scenario. Again, solitaire rules, and this is Onslaught Resumes. It's going to be the Russian turn 2. We're going to fit this in. Again, we'll see how long this goes. If it's about an hour, so I'll probably just cut it here. And we'll try and keep these manageable chunks. Alright, so we're into the Russian turn 2. We need a wind change. We have a 6. I think that's going to be a random event for the Russians. It is. Which is not going to be good. Alright, so we have a 22. Let's look at what that entails. Uh, 22. One round the turn, AFE is immediately immobilized. Well, I got about 21 to choose from, so that's fun. Well, I guess it could be a lot worse. So let's start up at the top here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Martyr, martyr, martyr. So 2 martyrs. Let's go again. One of the Stugs, one of the martyrs. So right now we have this martyr right here. And then we have a couple of armored cars. So let's go 1 Puma, half track, Puma down here. And then we have the Brumbars. 1, 2. So now we have one of those. So let's go the Martyr and the Brumbar. So the Martyr still top running, and now we have our elephants. 1, 2, 3. Martyr, elephant. Martyr, elephant. So the Martyr is still in the running, and then we have 2 Stu 42s. 1, 2. Martyr, Stu 42. Alright, so out of all that, it looks like this martyr here is going to be the one that's immobilized, and it is the one that is farthest back. So I guess, I mean, it could be worse for terms of random events, but it hasn't even done anything and he's already immobilized. Alright, so let's get into and condition is overcast, by the way, so if I roll 11 or 10 or higher, it starts to rain. So Russian gets a self-rally times 4, so let's do this leader. Oh, probably help if I roll 2 dice. And that will not be enough. I'm not going to waste it on those guys. This guy would need a 3, so no point to him. What about the crew? So I'm just going to take this off now. Take this off now. Rally that leader. Let's take this off. We're no longer in open ground, so we can take it. And this guy here, let's try and self-rally him. We do have a German right beside us, so I'm going to have to keep my DM. Now, you guys are half squad, so you're kind of screwed. I don't really have a lot of options. That guy needs a 3. That's 2. I need 2 more. Do I have any good candidates? I think I do in the building here. Yes, so these 2 right here. So I need an 8 and a 6. Alright, so that's my self-rallies. Now I can do normal. These guys are normal squads, so no. Nothing for you yet. You're still in the middle of an FFE, by the way. And I think that's going to be it for the Russians. last check. I think I got them all. Let's go back up top and we'll do the Germans. Alright, now you guys can't do anything, so this will come off. That'll come off. Here, that'll come off. This is a leader. 8-0, so we need a 3 and a 3. 1, 2. You'll keep your DM and keep running. You'll keep your DM. I want to get to a building. Although I could stop here and just run with 7. I think I'll do that. Alright, here we need an 8. And then this guy here needs an 8 as well. Then we have a 7. Oh wait, that guy's an 8-1. So this is a 9, 9, and an 8. 9, 9, 8. So unfortunately, the medium is not back, which sucks. Come on, man. I think I need to send some leaders back to start rallying units. Let's stop there. This guy is in a house, so he's going to need a... That's a 6-1, which means it's going to be Snake Eyes. You'll keep your DM because you're in the open ground. Fix this gun. Rally that leader. Fix that mortar. I'll take that. I don't really care about that mortar. That guy has to wait. And then we have these guys back here, which I don't think I have a leader yet. So this will come off. You guys are all going to be running towards that building. And this is my leader here. So let's try and rally that guy there. No. We're going to keep our DM because we want to get to that building. Oh wait, he's wounded. He never should have been able to run that far. He should have actually stopped back here. This guy is from here. So that would have been 3. He would have had to stop here. So he's not going to be able to run back. So I'm going to advance him to there. Which meant these guys would have low crawled to this location here. Alright, that's what should have happened. So let's go to prep fire phase for the Russians. And do they get an artillery barrage? 32 is not artillery, so no, they don't. Alright, now we're going to do some die rolls. See what they do. Our friend here, it's going to get swarmed by tanks. That's a dig in command. Now I don't like digging in like that. You're behind the wall, you have 5 stugs staring you down. So what you're going to do is you're going to move instead. These guys here are going to be doing what? I think I'm going to move them, and we're going to go on the offensive. We're going to go adjacent to the tanks. They're going to die anyway, so we're going to try and jump on a tank, assuming that they live. This 9-2 is going to fire the 447. This guy here is going to move and throw DC. So let's move him. And we're going to fire the 447. It's going to be on the 4 table flat. No effect, enough for DM. You guys are all broken except for those guys, eh? No, that's a fire command. So this would be a total +3 on the 8 table. Eight up 3. It's going to be a pinning task check on these guys here. That should have come off. They're going to get it again. PTC on the 447, and they are fine. All right, so what can I do here? We have a pack front. So this first gun here. The second one is panicked, and the third one is not. So this one's panicked. The gun crew is not panicked either. All right, so the fire controller is going to, you know what? We're going to do the fire controller controls the pack front. So as long as the fire controller trench is good to go, the pack front is good to go. So you're going to fire point blank into this little poor bastard. And that's going to be a critical. All right, so -1 on the 24. That'll be a 5, probably a 4. K4 on the 24. All right. Oh wow, and he's only pinned. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. This guy here is going to pivot. We're going to fire at this house here. And let's roll to hit. That's going to miss. I'm going to intensify. That's going to miss as well. So what do I need? Base 8. It's a fortified house, brings it down to a 5. 2 hex range brings it up to a 6. Acquired would bring it up to a 7. Actually, that's going to hit. Because I'm acquired on my second shot. Oh wait, no. Intensifier brings it back down to a 5. So that's a miss. Alright, you are going to fire as well on that same location. It's going to be a +4, so it's going to be a net 5 or less to hit. And you Freddy that to you panic, so that's good. This guy here is going to be having to fire the 447. No, you panic too. Okay, what about the gun? You're going to have to fire the 247 then. So this is going to be wall advantage for you. 9 or less to hit. Just enough, 1 shot. And on the 4 table, we have the Freddy. This 448 or 458 is going to do 8 up 1. Going to be 1 check. One check on the half squad, and he breaks. This guy here. Panic. That's a lot of panic on the Russians. They cannot afford to panic right now. This is getting way too much. 8 up 1. One check on this guy here. He's fine. Sniper. And then this guy here. Same thing, it's going to be an 8 up 2. NMC broke. You. 8 up 1. PTC, leader, and squad. Right, the 9-1 is going to be firing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would be a 4 up 2 into this location, which is really all I have. Yeah, let's do 4 up. No, that would be a 2 up 2. So you're going to move instead. And this gun here panicked last time. Do we do it again? We do not. Alright, so let's do a shot up top. It's going to be a 5 or less to hit. That is a miss, but a rate of fire. That's going to hit, rate of fire. And on the 4, we get a 7 pinning task check. Alright. Leader, squad, squad. Everything is fine. Acquire twice, once more. That is a... What are we at now? +3, -2 is net, +1 is at 7. So that is just a normal hit. And on the table again is a PTC. 1, 2, 3. Another hit. And a miss. Another hit. And a miss. That's going to be a critical. 1, 2, 3. So the leader gets to critical. And the IFT is going to be -3. So that's going to probably kill him on the 8 table. What is that? It's a 45. So yeah, it's going to be on the 8. A 2 on the 8 is a 1 KA, so the leader's dead. And a 5 on the 4 is a 1 check for the other guys. Alright, so this guy's dead. One check on these guys. 1, 2, sniper. So this guy's broken ELR'd. No sniper. And now leader lost morale check on that guy. And he is broke. And then the conscript squad is a half squad. Good shooting, guns. I think you fired enough. You can probably rest your barrel now. This guy here doesn't really have a target, does he? No, he doesn't. So you're just going to hang out. You guys got to move. 4, 5, 8 here. Going to fire into this guy, so 4 up 2. No effect. Here we're going to have a 16 up 1. Oh, broke. Let's fire these guys here, so that's going to be, can I actually see those guys is the question. Or here. Yeah, let's fire the guys behind the hedge. So that's going to be a 4 up 1. Seven is a pending task check, and they are fine. And then you are going to fire your mortar first. Let's do the up here first. That hits, rate of fire. Up 1 is going to be a 6, 7 on the 2 is nothing. Next shot is a miss. Oops, wrong one. Alright, and then we're going to do 4 firepower up 1. 7 is a pending task check. So 1, 2, both are good. And you guys are done. You have a move command. Now, where do we want to move you to? Four up 1, or I could move and then get shot, and then I could take my shot if I live. Or I could just shoot now. Let's shoot. Or I could move back into safety. Actually, let's move back. I think it's probably a smarter move. This guy's going to move behind the hedge. Do a little bit of retreating action, I think. This guy here... We also have a mortar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's going to be a 7 or less to hit. That's going to miss. And then we'll do a 4 up 4 of 1 to that guy. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. And he's broken. Actually would have been a 4 flat. Still broken, so it doesn't matter. Good to go. And then what else do we have to do? Point blank. I don't think I need to fire that anymore. Let's swing fire to this. And it's going to be a 6 or less to hit. That's going to hit, only shot. And on the 12 table, we have an 8, so it's going to be a 1 check. A1. Broken, 4, 6, 7. Broken, and the medium is broken. Alright, you are going to fire at these guys here. And that'll be a 7 or less to hit. Okay, you just got a critical. So we have the broken leader and the squad. So broken leader gets the critical. This is going to be a 5 and an 8. 5 on the 24 is a K4, so the leader is probably dead. Nope, just wounded. and then he takes a 4 check, and an 8 on the 12 is a 1 check. So now he's dead. And this guy is just broken. Acquired, and we do have rate. He's going to swing fire left. And we're going to try a shot on the flamethrower. No rate and no hit. Sniper on the German side. We had a 2. Goes 1 for 1. All right. I think I'm going to intensify on the flamethrower. I don't want that thing to shoot me. So that means it would be, I forgot to add that too in, by the way. So -1 for range, -1 acquisition, -1 flamethrower, and a +2 for intensifier makes it a net -1, which means it's going to be a 9 or less to hit. So that's going to hit on the 12 table. Crap, pinning task check. And he's fine, and a sniper. 5. Well, it was worth a try. Alright, you guys are all hunkered down. You're still hunkered down. You are just really not doing much. I gotta wait for the FFE to go away. I don't want to vacate the building just yet. You're kind of screwed, buddy. I don't know what you're going to do. I really don't. That's a move command, but I also want to fire. I could do 12 up too. So an 8 on the 6 is a pinning. Leader, squad. So we'll pin the bottom guy. And prep you guys. Alright, you. That is a panic on the 237. The elite 458 can still move. So you're going to do that. And now we'll go to these guys over here. Well, they're not doing anything. They're panicking. And you guys. Again, move command. So you guys are just going to run away. And let's go to movement. All right, so you're going to go 1. Either way you move, you're dead. Let's come this way for 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. With a +1, -1 would cancel. So this would be a 4 flat shot. Or I could encircle with this guy here. I could take this shot here. I think I'm going to do that. So the Brumbar, which is kind of overkill, but it's in command. All right, let's take a shot. +2, -1 is a net +1 button up is going to bring it back up to a +2. So 6 or less to hit. No hit. Yeah, I don't know. A 4 flat shot. Four flat shot, eh? I need a command die roll from, I guess, a 7-0. 7-0 command. He's in command, which means this guy can fire. So let's do that. We'll do a 4 flat. Yeah, alright, well. That'll be 2. That'll be 3. This guy may as well try and fire now, as it could have been a shot. At any rate, it's going to be a +1, 2, -1. So again, 7 or less to hit. And a Freddy. Let's go 4-5 into the shell hole. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Buttoned up shell hole, non-assault would cancel. So it's going to be a +1, 2 for, no, +1. It would be a 7, 6 or less to hit. Actually, this guy is, yeah, he's in bypass. So 6 or less to hit from this guy. Almost. Would have been nice. Alright, and that's fine for you. You here are going to do what? You're not going to do anything. You're just going to hang there and get concealment. So, yeah, you're just going to hang. This guy here is going to assault move over the wall into there. So I can shoot him later. I don't have to do it now. Other Russian maneuver. This guy here, he doesn't have a target. What do we want to do with him? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to move forward because I would expose myself. I suppose I could slide up this way because I'm going to be needed up here. They're going to get overwhelmed real quick. I'll just come up here for 1 hex. That's fine. And you guys, as said, we're going to move. We're going to go 1 hex. We're going to assault move into F22, and we're going to throw a DC. So we're going to go Kerchunk. Do I have anything that can hit that guy first? Yes, this guy here. So when you're going to move 1 move in there, these guys will open up. Alrighty, so that's going to be 10 hex range. No blocks, no block lines of sight. They will get a wall advantage. So we'll give him that. 12, it's going to be on the 16 table. -1 for the wall. +1 for the wall, -1 net on the 16. -1 on the 16. 7 on the 16, probably 2. Yeah, 2 check. And that'll be enough for a break. So they never had a chance to throw their DC. And I'm done with this guy because I didn't get rate. Alright, well that sucked. You're going to come into this location. It's all moving there. This guy is going to... Or do I... No, I'm not going to sustain fire. That'd be ridiculous, I think. Let's do this guy here. He's in command and... oh, I never fired. So let's do... button up. +1 for wall is 2. 2x range is 0. 8 or less to hit. That's a critical. 10 on the 12, or 10 on the 24, excuse me. Got to be a 1. Yeah. And that's fine. We'll track this guy here, command die roll. And here we're going to do, he doesn't get the wall. We're going to be at a -1 leader, -1 acquisition, -2 for range. So anything but a 12 is going to be a hit. And it's just a normal hit. On the 12 table, we have a 3. 3 on the 12 is a K something, I think. K3. And he's pinned. All right, and that would put 6 residual there. 6 here. This guy's going to jump into this location. We're going to track him there. And then command die roll. All right, so +1, -1 for the wall and acquisition, buttoned up -1, 2x range is a +1, -2, so it's going to be again 7 or less to hit, and that is a hit. And we have a dud round pretty well. Well, that sucks. Another 6 residual in that location, and then we're going to move this guy. Where do we want to move him? Back to here, I think. So let's go 3 to there. And that's it for the move. Let's go defending fire phase now. And we'll start with our OBA. I need to do another access chit draw. So we had black for the first one. Do I want to keep it in the same spot? Or do I want to adjust it over here? I think I do. Problem is I'm about to throw DC onto something. I could just convert in place because it is nicely hid in this area and don't have to worry about deviation. Yeah, we're just going to go in place. So I need another black. Alright, I got it. And then we'll just flip this. FFE1. Alright, so target location, nothing there. Can't rubble or shell hole. The guy's in the trench. Up 4 will be a 13. On the 20 will be nothing. The guys with a +5. That's an 11. On the 20 is an NMC. So NMC for the 10-2. Holy crap, okay. The broken half squad. Heated battle. Broken is +1 and Russian is +2. So you're going to be battle hardened. Which makes you fanatic. And then the 458 is fine. Wow. Alrighty, and then this hip location for rubble. No. And then the gun crew on the HMG is a 9. Up 1 is a 10. Is going to be a 1 check. And you are fine still. Alright, this is FFE2. And OBA is done. Now I can do other shooting. So let's start down here, and we'll start with this guy here. He's going to fire on there. And I need button up acquired is cancelled. -2 or +2 for the house. 6 or less. That is a hit on the 12. No, that's on the 20 actually. 6 on the 20 is a 3 morale check. So we have our leader, ELR'd, and the 447 is ELR'd as well. Alright, well that is that end. And then you two are going to fire 12 up 1. 8 on the 12 is a 1 check. And then you guys are going to fire 8 and 4 is 12 up 1. That's an NMC, I think, a 10. No, pinning task check. And you're fine. Alright, the 9-1 here. Let's fire the heavy and the squad onto this. It's going to be on the 8 with a +1. 7 on the 8s and a 1 check. And you're fine. Sniper. Oh, we got a 1 this time. 4 for 4. Alright, you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Okay. Russian leader and Squatty. Squatty is broken. You ran all that way just to break. Alright. And then I did have rate on the heavy, but I'm not going to do it again. Let's throw a DC onto this gun. Let's not do that. Let's fire 8 up 2. 8 on the 6 is a pinning. And they are pinned. Alright, now we're going to throw a flamethrower on their ass. 24 had to be 12. 3 on the 12 is a K3, so they're done. And I believe we have melfed the gun as well. Yeah, I believe we have mouthed the gun as well. Random support weapon destruction. No, it's got to be a KIA number. It has to be a KIA number, not a K number. Okay, so that gun is still there. Alright, anyways, let's go to... I guess I have nothing that I can shoot there. I'm going to clip the outhouse. You guys here, the 10-2, are going to fire your 20 firepower here with a +1, -1. 7 on the 20 should be a 3. A 2 check. All right. And you, unfortunately, don't really have a target. Although I could fire at this guy here. Yeah, let's do that. So I can't fire the main armament because I'm buttoned up. I do have a 4 coax, though. 4 up, 1. And no effect. And over here, this guy here, actually this A1 command die roll. And that means the 7-0 passes it on down. So these guys can fire here, 8 up 2. 7 on the 8 is going to be a 1 check. Pinned and broken. Russian sniper is a 2. 1 for 2. One, 2. You little son of a... Alright, so that's good. Broken and pinned. Now you are going to fire... No, you need your own... No, you're in command because of him. So let's do 11 on the 20 table up 2. 8 on the 20. It's a 2 check. So the leader. And the squad. The squad's at 3. Wow. Alrighty. This guy here. Your CE, your vehicle, which is 1 greater, so that would be a 9, that would be a 10, so you're good for command. And you're going to fire your mortar onto this guy here. You need an 8 or less. You do get a shot. And on the IFT, wow, okay. So it's going to be a 6 on the 6. No, that's on the 8. 6 on the 8's a 1 check. Good shooting. All right, you guys are going to fire, I guess, onto this guy here. That's going to be on the 4 table with a +1. No effect. I need a leader here. So 8-0. You should probably be back rallying, guys. Let's do a 4 flat. And that's a 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. Half squad. This guy here. It's going to do an 8 flat. Miss. Yeah, miss. Pinning task check. No shot for you. Let's get rid of that. This guy here is going to fire on this guy. A 4 flat. Nothing. My 9-2 here is going to spray fire both these locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 20 firepower, 8, down 2 in both locations. 4 on the 8 is a 2 check. All right, 2 check for this guy. Half squad. 4, 5, 8 is fine, and the other squad is gone. And our sniper's a 2 again. And it goes 3 for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll land on one of these guys. Full squad, half squad. Pinned. And it did have rate on the machine gun, so let's do a 12 down 2 there. Alright, so this guy's dead. And with my rate, I'm going to continue firing on... what do I want to fire on? I guess I want to fire on this guy here. Okay, so this guy is going to be dead. It's going to be a +1. A 3 on the 12 is a K3. So this guy's a half squad. And then activation leads to squad and fortified. Squad support weapon. Squad support weapon. 458 and a light mortar. Now you're in a building, so we're going to change that to a medium. Alright, and that was Snake Eyes on the 6 table. +1, so 3 on the 6 is still a K2. Alright, so you're one of those. And a 2 check. Heated battle. 2 for being a Russian is a 7. Elite is a -1 is at 6. So you're actually fanatic and a hero. That didn't work out. Alright, now I'd raid again, so let's do that once more. This time it's going to be a full 12 up 1. And raid again. 7 on the 12 is going to be a 1 check. So the hero, the 248 fanatic, and the conscript is gone. No sniper once more. Right, last shot, no effect. That was a pretty good round of shooting, I've got to say. This guy here needs to roll. He's in command. Let's do a 4 up 2 into that. Did I say 3? That's only a frickin' 2. I thought it was stone. I've been cheating myself. Alright, so we're going to do a 4 up 2. And no effect. You guys are going to fire on this? No. The 8-1's going to fire on here, so we're going to have the squad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the LMG. So it's going to be 8, 11 halved. It's going to be 5, 5, 10. So it's going to be on the 8 table with a +1 and a 4 up 1. 8 NMC for this guy. Fine, and it's going to miss the conscript and no rate. Alright, flamethrower guy. Does not panic. He's going to fire... let's get the squad too. So he panics. It sucks. And we're going to do not the flamethrower. We're going to fire the squad. It's going to be 8 flat. Okay. Snake Eyes on a 6 is still a 1 KIA. 1, 2. And you're gone as well. All right. Alright, Mr. 9-2, you're up to bat. What a waste of a die roll. We're going to fire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto here. And that's going to be 11, 18. So on the 16 table, flat. +1 because of the orchard in front. Rate of fire on the heavy, 6 on the 16. Should be at 3. 2 check. That's ELR. And a sniper. Goes 2 for 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess you're pinned. Alright, right on the heavy. Let's fire on this guy here. It's going to be 6 up 1. Rate of fire, 8 on the 6 is a pinning. Fine, and again. And this time it's going to be a 1 check, which is fine. And sniper again. 1, shit. 4 for 6. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Well, you're coming back to the same location, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you're not. Let's come in here, and we're going to take on the squad and the half squad. So the half squad's broken. And we're going to try one more time. 6 up 1. No effect. Alright, so you're done. And then we'll do you guys. You're going to fire your 16 up 1 into there. 10 on the 16 is a 1 check. NMC, excuse me. And you're fine. I cannot frickin' kill this guy. 8 up 1. NMC. Finally broke. Right, this 237 here. The squad above him panicked. Okay, so I can only do by himself. And this guy is in command here. So we're going to do 4, 8 firepower onto this panic unit. 8 up 3. 6 on the 8 is a 1 check. And this panic unit is going to break. And then you 8-1. Let's fire on the gun because we've got to kill that. 5, 6 firepower with a +1 onto that location. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. 447 is broken, and the gun crew is broken as well. All right, here, leaders and commands, which means all these guys are as well. So let's fire. We don't have spray fire on the hero, do we? No, we don't. If I spray fire, that would be 8 in 2 locations. CX and the hero would cancel, so this would be an 8 up 2 and an 8 up 2 into both locations. So let's do that. 8 up 2. Yeah, let's do that. 8 up 2. No effect. And here we're going to do 6 up 2. No effect. I'm not going to fire the martyr. I should probably have fired it on here. I probably won't make it. This guy here. On to this gun. We're going to fire the ATR as well, so it's going to be on the 8 up 2. It's going to be a 9, 8 on the 6 is a pinning task check. and the crew's pinned. This A1 needs a command die roll, which means this guy can fire 4 up 3. Cowards. Now, I don't think an up 3 is going to work on the 2 table. Yes, it would. I can still get an NMC, so that's enough to DM, which is kind of important. And then we do the tanks. So this guy here, button up, acquired cancel, plus 3 from 8 is 5, so that's going to hit. 9 on 12 is an NMC. 4, 5, 8 is pinned. Broken crew is gone, and so is the half squad. You guys all fired at those guys. You guys have no target anymore. And you guys have no target anymore. So that's it for the defending fire. Advancing fire, we had a flaming vehicle in the storage yard. Are we passed on to the... I believe we are. So we should have a... Let's get rid of the wreck now. And we're going to have a flame appearing in the excuse me, in the storage yard. Advancing fire, I don't think I have any because everything's pretty well done. Yeah, right. And then road phase. All right, you cannot move anywhere. You're gone. Probably failure to roads. You guys are going to come into here. You guys are going to go here and then here. One, two, three, four, five. You could not make it into there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you wouldn't make it. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The destination is this building. I think that is fine. I'm not going to quibble on that too much. You, however, probably have to head to here, except you're moving closer, so you have to ignore that, which means this is your destination. Now, can anything shoot you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, they can. So 2, 4, 5. 6. Come back one. You guys are going to come back to here. Three, 4, 5. you can move. You're moving closer to that fire base, so that's going to suck. For the same reason you can't move, you have to run to the rear as well. So I think you're going to have to run to a trench. 3, 6. 3, 6. 3, 6. 3, 6. That would be 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. So you'd actually would be inside the trench. The rest of you, not so much. And then you guys have to retreat. All right, and then the Germans. So all right, this guy's going to keep moving under here. That would have come off last moving phase. You have to run as well. Where would you run to? I guess this house here. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to have to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4. You're gonna have to run. I don't think you can stand another shot, so I'm gonna move you guys. Let's grab the gun too. You have 2 squads. So if I move you all the way back to there. What's here? Squad and a half. Oh, I never moved you. Oh well. That's still not going to work. You're still going to be in range of this bastard here, so you're going to have to go to there. Should have fired the flamethrower on that lead guy instead. Oh well. You guys have to move now. Oh, I keep forgetting this guy here. Let me activate him. Should have activated a long time ago. That's a dummy anyway, so I guess no harm, no foul. All that to say, this guy here is going to go 1, 2, 3. Because I think I see this guy here, so I'm not going to be able to go that way. And that's going to be it for that. And then over here, You'll be able to make it. You'll be able to make it. We'll have 3 squads sitting in there. You guys don't have to move, so you're just going to hunker down. And same while you're gone. Alright, and then we do Russian advance. I think we'll come back to the +2. I'm going to keep these guys here and give them concealment now. You guys are not going to conceal. How do I move you? What is your plan? Let's split up for starters. And you go there, there, there. You guys are fine where you are. Don't really have much choice. You're hunkering down. That's okay. Let's close the gap here. Right, need a patsy. And you fail. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I don't think I have any close combat, so I think we're done for the Russian turn. Let's look for that. Do we have any here? No, we don't. Nothing there. And nothing there. Alright, so that's going to be that. Yeah, we're just going to do the Russian turn this time here. So this is again part 4. Yeah, part 4. And it's the Russian turn 2. So next up we're going to be doing the turn 3, part 5, and no, part 4, excuse me. I'm really tired. And we're going to carry on with that probably tomorrow. We're going to try and do the whole thing, and hopefully with luck I'll be able to fit the whole thing into one video, so I don't have to break it up into multiple parts too much anyways. Alright guys, we'll catch you next video. Bye bye.